Okay, so now on to probably the easiest of the AoE Clone Fighters Run Amok event, and this is the the LR Super Boo stage. Our boy LR Super Boo comes through, puts in work, does his thing. A lot of damage. There is going to be at the point in this video where he is hitting over 50 million, so that will be in the title. But this one I think is super easy. Like I said, you just bring a link partner for Super Boo, or 2 linking partners for Super Boo, and then you put him in slot 1 on both of them, and you finish it in 5 turns. You can see here we got really unlucky, and I have to float off, or I have to wait for my Super Boo rotations till like turn 4 or something like that, maybe even later. But again, it shouldn't be too bad because again, we have Majin Vegeta here, and he will kind of bail us out a little bit in the beginning. Unfortunately, could not kind of work our way around to the 18 key with this guy, even with support. So it just kind of worked out that way, but this turn is just kind of a whole lot of nonsense. We're just trying to set up for Super Boo, and that way once Super Boo really gets cooking, that's where we're going to be at our best. But you have to take advantage of the room. If they're going to give you an inch, you got to take a mile in an event like this. And what they do, when I say they give you an inch, they give you multiple turns in these beginning phases where it's like you can see here we had like 6 charges remaining, right? So we didn't have to do, and we have another turn after this, so we didn't have to do all of our damage in 1 turn like we would in phase 5 where the enemies have 12 million HP and they are the hardest to take down. So in this specific instance, we can go ahead and not have to finish this in 1 turn. And that'll help us kind of get set up for Super Boo to just kind of go ahead and run rampant once he is in slot 1 on both of the setups here. So again, not even close to the best setup for the Super Boo. 7 million is nothing compared to what you're going to see in a little bit with the attack up items and the support and stuff like that. So right here, we actually have Turles. And what I'm going to try and do is put him in Vegeta in slot 2, so that way we can get the 18 key and make sure we have an AoE. You can see here with the 9 charges, we technically have 3 turns to take out this phase, so even if it doesn't work on this turn, it'll be fine because Super Boo will clean it up. But the next time we see Super Boo, he will be on this specific rotation, so we'll have the Turles support and stuff like that, so he will be just fine with getting to his 18 key. We have multiple enemies, and that AoE is just going to do some mean damage. You guys are going to see on the next turn, I believe, is his best one. Super Boo hits for like 29 million or something like that, and then the damage overrides. It goes to like, 50 million per enemy and stuff like that. So, I mean, Super Boo is just hitting super hard, no pun intended. But with Kid Boo here, we got double support coming in from Toa. We have support coming in from Kid Boo. And then right there, we're already at 1 million, and we're going to use the attack up item right here, and then we're going to use another one after this just to make sure that we do have it. And so now we're really in business, right? So we got these orbs, and then Super Boo is also going to get an attack up or an attack buff from this hit he's going to take from Gohan. It's a super, but it doesn't matter because these supers have no like real effect on him aside from just giving him his attack and stuff like that. So we're up to almost 30 million, and that is with 1 dupe. So at the rainbow level, this guy's probably hitting close to like 35-40 million in that situation, and his damage is going to be up to like almost max, I would imagine. So 36 million right there, 36 million again. Like we really did hit a very high damage number. So that is what has kind of been really impressive about the Super Boo in this specific run. But again, right here, we're going to be looking close to the 24 key. We do get the 24 key. He's going to get another attack buff, and we do have support coming in from Turles. So that damage is going to be at an extremely high level. So here we go. Let's see what this one's at. This one is at 22 million without double support. So if that had been double support, we probably would have been looking closer to 30 million just because of, I mean, you guys saw it with Toa around. Like, this is just Turles' support because, this guy with Kid Boo as well as Toa had 29 million, but that guy only had Turles. So it wasn't as good, but right here is turn 5 of this. So we just link him up with the STR or the STR Kid Boo. I don't think it really made much of a difference. But we have our attack up items going, and Super Boo is just going to go ahead and run rampant on this again. Make sure that we use everything at our disposal. We had already used it, so now this turn kind of plays out. When it comes to AGL AoEs, there are actually one option that comes to mind right away when you're looking at this stage, I would say, is the Vegeta / Nappa unit, especially, I believe he easy 8'd on JP. I still think even with attack up items that AoE can be decent. You have somebody like Gotenks, you have Majin Vegeta who you're looking at, you need to use some items, I think, to kind of get around that. But then you also have Final Form Frieza, you have the Gotenks from Fusion Reborn, that little like banner unit, and that's basically it when the AGL AoEs. So if you enjoyed this episode, this specific guide, let me know down below. I gotta kind of piece these together because I opened a thing in a new tab. But that's basically all I got for you in this one. So don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.